Record. Okay, let's start that over. I'm Amanda. I started coaching about 2 years ago. I am a one-star diamond coach. I am a Success Club 5 All-Star legend. That means that I've hit Success Club 24 months in a row. However, it is now month 25 and I am at Success Club 1 and it is January 25th. But I will hit it by the end of the month, trust me. I've got some stuff in the works. You just push until the very, very end. I have never missed Success Club, and I never will. So it's a thing, and you've got to just push for it every month. Just invite. Like I was saying, I do work full-time as a director of innovative learning, which essentially is like the director of technology and curriculum. So I am the techie girl that everybody goes to when they don't know how to do something, like Lindsay or anybody else. So kind of something telling this week was my brother-in-law is in school. He's going to school to get his associates, and he's in like his basic classes right now. I think maybe one of his classes is just English right now. And he was asking me how to type a paper and how to send an email. And I was like, what? How do people not know how to do this? I was floored. Then I thought, well, he never went to college right after high school, and he's older than me, and I'm 37. He's 38 or 39. I don't know. That's my sister's husband. Sheila's online. Maybe she'll tell us. I think he's 39. And so when we learned typing in school, we were on a typewriter. So like he doesn't know really how to send an email. He probably has rarely ever had to. And so he didn't know how to add an attachment. He was questioning how to type a paper and how to format a paper. And I was like, what do you mean? Here, I sent him directions and he was like, I still don't get it. Well, long story short, we figured it out when we were on the phone the other day. Sheila helped him, thankfully. She's learned a little bit from me that she can now help him. But that got me to thinking that I do all this techie stuff, I do it in my regular job, but I do it with this business, and I think that it's so simple and that everybody just knows how to do it. And it's not. So I thought that today I would take the time to be a little techie for you. And some of this stuff you probably already know. Maybe you'll learn a couple little things. Maybe you'll learn a few new apps. I was hoping to be able to share my iPhone screen with you because I want to be able to show you the app, but I will figure out how to do that, and I will make some videos on how to use the app that I'm going to share with you because it's pretty darn awesome. If you've seen any of my videos lately, they've been fun. But first I'm going to start with the computer. So I am going to switch over so you can see my screen. And one of the first things I wanted to talk about was just literally Facebook. Let's close all my invite messages. Yay. You probably all know that you can add favorites, and then they're over here at the left. What was the one thing I wanted to show you so I'm going to go into the Goal Getters group because even if this might just be for new coaches, but sometimes I forget to go look here, so it might be a good place. There is the files. Hi, Tabitha. There's the files section in our group. So if you're on my team or anyone in my downline, you should be in the Goal Getters team. And if you're in Lindsay's team, you're in the Goal Getters as well. But under the files, Lindsay has a ton of files in here. So if you have not taken the time to go through all of these, do so. And if you have something that you want to share with the group, share it as a file because then it's easier to find. Because you can search the group now. Oops, didn't mean to do that. You can search. So if you're looking for something on inviting, you can search inviting and you'll be able to find any post that the word invite was in. Okay? You can get more specific. But in the file section, it's quick and easy to find something that you're looking for. So there's a ton of stuff in here going back to June of 14. So just to make sure that you guys all knew that was there and that you know how how to upload one. You can create a doc or you can upload a file. So if you have a PDF or a Word document or an image or anything that you want it to be able to be accessible through the file section, you can do that here. So that's just something super simple that maybe you didn't know. Also, if you didn't know, you can set the notifications for this group. If you don't want to get a notification every time somebody posts something, you can turn that off. You can just get a notification when there's something highlighted. How they decide what to highlight, I'm not sure. Or just those that you are friends with. And hopefully you're friends with everybody on our team. And if you're not, go friend request us because you need more friends. Just kidding. What else? I think that's it for that. You can create a poll if you didn't know. You can add a file right from here too. Okay, that's all for that. Where's my little list? Okay, another thing I want to talk about is Google Drive. So I am like the Google queen. I'm pretty much obsessed with Google. I want to work for Google. Not really because I want to do this full time, but when I didn't want to do this full time, I wanted to work for Google. But this account is not very organized. Let's open my other account. So I started a new account for the business, and this one's a little bit more organized. So you have folders. You can create folders. So if you go to new, you can create a folder. You can upload a file. You can upload a whole folder. So if you have a whole folder of documents on your computer, you can upload that to here. Google Drive allows you to save files online so that if you're at home and you need to access it, and then you go to work and you're on a different computer and you want to access it, or you want to access something on your phone, you always have it available. So that's why you want to use Google to create any sort of documents. Like I have my Mac Daddy list here, so I can get it anywhere, no matter what computer I'm on. If I am on my phone, I can access it if I need to, etc. And then I've been creating systems, which I actually have in, I think they're in the file section of Lindsay's group, but there's a whole 21-day fix folder that has everything you need for a 21-day fix challenge group, starting with like step-by-steps. So what to do. So I create all of this in Google Drive so that one, I have access to it at all times. I don't have to go search a group. But also, oh, Melissa had to pop off. She didn't want to be rude, but the baby's up. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But just so I can always have access to it and I can easily share it with other people. So that's the other cool thing about Google, if you didn't know, is that you can share documents, share folders, etc. And one thing that I find always happens is, say I created this 3-week meal plan, okay? And I want to send Mel, she's the person that I'm seeing right now, I want to send her this link. Well, if I just made this document and did not change the sharing settings to, I already did, but if I didn't, she wouldn't be able to open it. She would get a notification saying, please ask for permission to open this file. And then I'd have to go in and add her to the document. What I like to do, especially with our team and when I'm sharing documents with anybody, is to change the sharing settings to anyone with the link. So let me just go and create a new document so you can see from the start. So I go to Google Docs. I'm going to title it Team Call. These are my directions. And I want to send this link to somebody. And actually, I'll show you. If I pop it into the comments section, you know what? I don't know if I can get to that right now. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can. Here. And if you tried to open this right now, if you were in the chat, then you would not be able to open it. It would give you something that said, actually, I can show you. If I go over to my other account, So see, it shows me, you need permission. You are signed in, want in, ask the owner for access. And you can click request access, but then you have to wait for me to add you and etc. Whereas instead, I can go in and click on share. And if I only want to share this with one person, so if I only wanted to share this with Sheila, I can type in her email address and give her access to edit it so that she can work on this document with me or just view it or comment on it. But usually you give access to edit or view. So I would just say send. She would then get a notification in her email saying so-and-so has shared a document with you. But what I like to do most when I'm sharing documents with the whole team is just change the sharing settings. So I created this document, I go to share, and I click right here where it says advanced. And right now it says it is private, only you have access. So right now, only I have access to this document. No one else, if I sent that link, they would get that ask permission. If I clicked on change next to that, I can change this to anyone with the link can view. And actually you can change that to can edit if you want, but generally I don't. So now if I send this link to somebody, anybody, they would be able to open it. So if you're using Google Drive, that is a huge, huge thing that I see happen all of the time. Is that somebody, and not to pick on my sister, but she is my sister, so I'm allowed to do that. That happens with her a lot when she was just learning how to use Google Drive. She would send me something and I'm like, I can't open it. Or she'd send one of her coaches. She would send one of my documents to one of her coaches, but it was one of the documents that I had only shared with her. And so when she tried to send them the link, they had to ask for permission because I did not have it set to anyone with the link. So that anyone with the link is key, okay? Sheila had a question. It's not showing what you're doing. Is anyone else having this problem? Can you guys see what I'm doing? Yeah? No?
Yeah. We can't. Yeah. I can't see it.
No?
No.
What?
I see you on the same page the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. It never showed like the share screen?
Right now, it just shows that you need permission. Google Drive, you need permission, like that same screen.
Oh, shoot. All right, hang on.
It didn't show anything when you were typing. I didn't see that.
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Bummer. Well, that was dumb. What do you see? These are my directions now?
There it is.
Yes, now we see it.
Can you see when I click share? Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So let me go back and show you what I did then. So you can see what I'm doing now?
Yes.
Okay. So when you click on share and it says private, only you have access, click on change, click on anyone with the link, and then save it. Then when you share this link, then anyone can open it and not just you. It's a very helpful tip, guys. Trust me. Sheila asked here, what do these little heads mean? I think that's what she asked me. Let me see. Yes. What do the little people on the file mean and what do the color-coded ones mean? Okay. So the little people on the file means that this is a shared file. It is a person's head. So that means that this file has been shared with other people. Whereas the folder that does not have anything on it means that it's a folder that I just have for myself. I haven't shared it with anybody. So this folder, if I want to share a whole folder, I can just click on the folder and then click on this little share guy, this little head with the plus sign. And I can add people's names or I can copy the link from here. You can actually just click on copy link and then send that link to people. So if I wanted to share this content folder that isn't shared with anybody right now it's only I have access, I can change it to advanced, I can change it to anyone with the link, and now there's a little head on it. So that means that it's shared with somebody. So just kind of organization. The other thing I think Sheila, Are you asking what do these little color coded things mean? The different types of files. So the blue is a Google Doc. The green is a Google spreadsheet. The yellow is a Google presentation. The red is a picture file. So it's just the type of file it is. So it's quick and easy for you to know, okay, is this a spreadsheet or what is it? Especially if it's in list view rather than in, right now I have it in like, I don't know what it's called, grid view, I guess. Now it's in list view. I can easily see, oh, this 3-week meal plan, oh, that's a spreadsheet that I created. Oh, this is a Coach Confessions presentation that I created. I like the grid view though. Those are some basics about Google Drive. Does anyone have any questions about Google Drive before I move on to something else? Probably my sister. Just-
Amanda,
Yeah.
how do you do your pictures? Like when you upload a picture?
This, how do I make one of these?
Well, how do you upload it? Like to your, like where would you go to upload it?
Yeah, good question. So there's a couple different ways, but one way is just go to new, file upload. And then like I have that copy of Summer Slim Down in my downloads, or if I had something on my desktop, like I have all these screenshots.
Okay.
That's one way. Another way is literally to just drag and drop. So if I open, I don't know what kind of computer you have. But if I open my files and I'm in my confidence folder, I can literally just drag. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I can just drag. If I can drag. All right, let's try a different one. I am having computer problems. What is happening? You should just be able to drag and drop, but my computer's being funky.
Okay.
So yeah, drag and drop. And then it would load. And see at the bottom here, it says uploads complete. So then you can see.
Yeah.
Does everyone know what a Google form is? You can create like a survey. So like this is a new coach training application where then when someone fills this out, it then goes into a spreadsheet and I can see all of their answers. Super simple to create. Again, it's in Google Drive, so you just go to New, More, and then Google Forms. You title it, and there's all different types of question types. So there's text, which is just a short answer text, paragraph text, multiple choice, check boxes. Check boxes is multiple choice, but you can choose more than one answer. Choose from a list, so it's going to give you like a drop-down list. Scale, so rate on 1 to 10. Grid is going to be, you've probably taken surveys before where it's like never, rarely, sometimes, always. So you can create a grid like that, and then date and time. So you have all these different types of questions that you can ask and get, it's a great way to just get feedback from people. So, and then it all populates into a nice little spreadsheet. You can get even like summary of responses, get all your responses in one place, creates little graphs for you. It's pretty fun. That is Google Forms. Google is pretty amazing and you can do lots of things. There's also Google Drawing, which I haven't used actually at all for this business, but you probably could. But I think we have enough fun apps and things like in Canva and stuff where we can do the same sort of thing. But you could manipulate pictures and make like little poster things in Google Drawings as well. So if you wanted to keep everything within Google and not use any other apps, you could always do that. But with that said, let's go on to Canva because I love it. Who has not used Canva? Because you're in for a treat. All right, so I don't know. Who's me?
Jenny.
Oh my gosh. Have you seen it? I mean, have you seen my pictures? Because it's pretty awesome. So this is the site that I use when I'm using my computer to make a picture or of any sort. A Facebook cover. That's originally where I found it, I think, because I didn't know how to create a Facebook cover, and this had an easy template. So there's already a template here. You just click on Facebook cover, and it's there. It's already in the right size that you need it to. It even shows a little profile picture there, so you know not to put something behind that. And then you can search they have a million images in here. You have backgrounds. So there are some things that are free. There are things that are paid. Once in a while, I'll use a paid background or paid image, but rarely have I ever. But there's some fun backgrounds, or you can just play with different color. Then you have all these different elements. So tons of images, different grids. So if you have, 3 different pictures that you want to put on your Facebook cover, they've automatically got that grid for you. There's all different types of grids that you can use to put in there. There's frames, which I like. So I used to be Christina Solin's assistant, and so I would have to make her Success Club photo every month and all of that. So I can show you some of those because I've used that. This is the Facebook cover, or this is the cover for my website or my blog. So looks pretty professional if you ask me. But that is use that. I will show you how I cut my image out. That was not in Canva. That was done in PicMonkey. But you can see all the different images that I've made. If you need a specific size, so if you go, like I've been learning about my like page, and I know that there's certain sizes for certain things that I need, like picture sizes for certain ads. So if I'm purchasing an ad, there's different sizes that I need. So I've had to, you can customize the dimensions up here. So if I know that the custom dimensions are 400 by 200, for example, you can usually Google and say, that's what I've done, because I didn't know what the size was, and it'll tell you what it is in pixels. That's what PX is. And then if I click design, it then gives me a background that is 400 by 200 pixels, where then I know that when I download this and upload it to where it's supposed to go, it's going to fit correctly. So like, as you can see, my blog cover is very specific dimensions, because I got those specific dimensions that I needed to go on my website. Okay, or on my blog. It's the same thing. But these cutout photos, I have used PicMonkey. So if you go to PicMonkey, and honestly, I learned this by watching a YouTube video of another coach. But basically, you go to design. You have to, before you upload anything, you have to, right here on the left-hand side, can you still see my screen, I hope? Click on Transparent Canvas and click Apply. Then you go to the butterfly, and I go to your own. Again, you'll be able to go back and download this. And then I'll open this screenshot. So let's say I want this emoji, and I don't want that white background, right? I just want the sleepy head. Well, I can go to the eraser and erase the white. So then when I download it, and you can make the size of the eraser bigger, and the hardness you can change. So now I'm erasing all of the white. And if, say, I mess up and I erase his head, all you have to do is go back to the pen and color it back on. So cool. It's like magic, guys. It's so fun. So, I mean, you can get really detailed. I am like on the mouse pad on my mouse right now, or on my computer. I prefer to use a mouse when I'm doing this because I can get a little bit closer. You can change the brush hardness so that when it does get close, it doesn't look as harsh when it's erasing. Oops, I'm on pen instead of eraser. So I can get pretty close and you can't really tell. But I mean, you can get in, you can make your eraser super duper small and get into between, you know, here and make it really look like it's popping out. So you really have to just take your time and do that. But then when I download this image, which to do so, you just go to save. You'll name it emoji. Save to my computer. Okay, I'm just going to save it to my desktop so I can show you. I don't know if you'll be able to see. So now you can see that's the image that can you see that? I don't know if you can, because I think it's still just showing me the Canva screen or the PicMonkey screen. I'm going to show you how to do this on an app on your phone in a minute too. I learned an app that you can do this, that you can do the same thing in if you don't have a computer. But that is PicMonkey, P-I-C, and then monkey. So then you can make your images just like you do Canva in PicMonkey, but I find Canva to just be a little bit easier. So I usually bring those photos out. Did I lose you? Or I think I'm not sharing the screen anymore. Sorry, guys. All right. Did you see any of that, Sheila? Oh, okay. Sheila said she wasn't seeing me, and I was like, wait. Okay. So, really quick, who has a Mac computer and who has a PC?
I have a PC.
Okay. Do you have any video editing software on your PC?
No,
Okay.
which is a pain.
Yeah, you could get Movie Maker. You could check out Movie Maker.
Isn't that just for Mac or no?
No, Movie Maker is PC. iMovie is Mac.
iMovie is Mac, okay.
Also, an online video editor is WeVideo, W-E Video. So if you're looking to edit, if anyone is looking to edit video, I could probably do an entire session just on that because it would take a little bit more. But I generally am doing most of my video on my phone right now. I have done some video using iMovie. But for the most part right now, I've been just doing it on my phone. But eventually, you know, you can use iMovie or Movie Maker or WeVideo as an online video editor that actually we use in school. I use with my students. It's really simple. It's pretty easy to learn how to use. So if you're looking to do some video editing, you can certainly do that. So if you create a video, you upload it to your computer, or upload it to the computer, upload it to WeVideo. You can then cut out the sound and add music and add text to it and add transitions and do multiple videos in one. Tabitha, you did one the other day. Did you use your phone or did you use something on your computer? Did I lose?
The workout one?
Yeah.
The app that I did? Yeah, I used iMovie. I started using it on my phone. I just edit it all from my phone.
Oh,
And then
no.
you can actually speed it up. Because I thought you could only do it on the computer, but you can actually use your phone and speed it up. I'm sure you knew that though.
Yeah.
You can adjust the speed and stuff. The only thing is I can't take the sound. I couldn't figure out how to take the sound out of it. So you could hear some background noise. And then a lot of the music I've been trying to add, it won't let you because it's like copyright.
Right.
So it's like I've uploaded a couple with some cool songs, and then like it'll take it down. It'll remove the video as soon as I post it.
Yeah.
So
Luckily, I have, I don't know. I wonder if I can share those with you guys. So because I am Size certified, I have like the music from Size. So,
oh,
and like, so I have some of those files. I wonder if I can share those and so other people can use them. I don't know what the rules are with that, but I don't see why not. So I'll see
Yeah.
what I can do if I can upload those files to the group, to the Goal Getters group, so that you guys have some copyright-free music that you can use. Because some of his songs are, popular songs and some aren't. But it's still nice background music, and it's good fitness music, So I will see what I can do about that. Also, really quick, I think in YouTube, you can do like live everything now. You can do, Periscope, but you can do Facebook Live. You can do YouTube Live. It's all kinds of things. But I'm going to go really quick. I think you can even edit your video in YouTube, but I don't know. Oh, Video Manager. So I went to my channel and then Video Manager. I must have to upload it. Oh, here, create. I thought there was a way that you could just create a video right from here. There's a ton of free music in here too, if you didn't know, that you can add. So when you're uploading it to YouTube, you can add music to it. I can now edit videos. So if I have multiple videos in my YouTube channel, I can mesh them together and add audio. And so there's a whole even video editor in YouTube. So that is another option. I will say that I've never used it, but it is an option. I mean, it has transitions and you can add text over it and all kinds of things. So if that's something you want to explore, you can. All right, I'm going to try one more time to try and share my computer or my iPhone screen with you, but I don't know that's going to work. Keeps telling me I need a plug-in. So instead, I might just hold my phone up to the screen instead of wasting time. Okay, so that was a lot on the computer. Any other like techie computer questions that you have before we move to the phone? All right, hopefully some of that was a little bit helpful. You learned a little something new. The next thing I'm going to talk about is my phone. So I have an iPhone. If you have an Android, generally you can get the same apps on both. But I'm going to show you my favorite app right now that I've been using all the time to make my fun videos, and it's this one. It's called Ronna Collage, RHONNA. Ronna, or just the regular one that says Ronna, the pink one on top. That is just like the pic creator, but Ronna Collage lets you add video. Only 15-second clips, which is good because nobody wants to watch more than that. Anyways, guys, just so you know, they most likely don't care. Just kidding. There's also one more that I haven't downloaded yet that is Ronna Design, and that's the one where you can like cut yourself out of the picture. I just watched it. There's a coach that makes all these videos on all of these. I'll have to find her name, but I think she's probably who I learned this from. So Ronna Collage, and then I go to New Project. And then there's all these like different templates that I can choose. So they're pretty fun. And if you choose one, so there's all those on top that are unlocked. These are like locked. You have to pay for them. This app is not free. None of the Ronna apps are free, but I think they're like $1.99 maybe or something. So if I choose this one, I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm like doing this backwards, like while showing you. So I just click on it. So if I click on one of those circles, I then can add a photo. I can paste something in there if I had something copied, or I can add a video. So if I'm going to click on video just to show you what happens. So I have, I don't know where all my pictures went. So it's telling me I only have, oh, that's only videos. Thank you. Whew. And then I can choose one of my videos from today, but like this video is 2 minutes and 17 seconds long. I still have to choose. Remember I told you it only allows 15 seconds. It's going to compress that, and then it's going to allow me to choose that 15-second clip within that 2 minutes that I want to show. I can then choose to have the sound on or off. I can adjust where the video is within the circle. I can adjust the size of the circle, the position, the shape. There's all kinds of things you can do. So now, see how it says video is too long, and it gives me like this little yellow front, like almost like a bookend, right? So now I can move that yellow to different parts. I can even make it shorter if I wanted to. I can't make it longer, but I can make it shorter. And then I can play to see if that's the clip I like. Okay, it's great. I look wonderful. I click save. And now it adds that to my pick to the circle. So then when I'm clicked on the circle, see at the top here, the cross arrows, that lets me move the circle around. So if I wanted to move it to somewhere else in the square. The first one, that's like the crop. That's where I can move the image within the circle. So like my face wasn't showing and I want it to, or I can zoom in or zoom out. But I like to fill the circle, so let's go back to where I was. The arrow up and down is adjust the size. So you actually don't even need 2 fingers. You just go down or up to adjust the size of the little frame. And then the diagonal angle allows you to change the shape. So maybe I want this to be an oval, a little bit more oval than circle. I can change the shape. Well, now I have all these other circles in the way. I don't want them there. So I can click on this smaller circle. So when I click on it once, it's going to automatically pull up to add things. I can add backgrounds. I can add color. There's a library of images that you can add. If I click on it again, I then have these lines up here that I have different things that I can do. I can bring it forward. I can raise the frame, I can clone the frame, or I can delete the frame. So if I don't want that frame there, I can just delete it and now it's gone. But if I want this circle behind, or sorry, let's say I want this video to be above those, I just go to the arrows and I say raise frame, and now it's on top of those other frames. So you just kind of have to play, like with any of these apps, you really have to get in there and just kind of play with it, spend a little time. Once you get good, once you do it a couple times, you'll get better at it. And it's a lot of fun, in my opinion. But also with that, another thing that I really like about this one is that they have circle text. So see at the bottom, it says circle text. So when I'm clicked on a picture, I will have the option to add circle text. So then when I add day 22, can you see that? It's kind of rounded around my picture. So let me just make it a little bigger. It's so fun. And I can change the position. So if I want it to be on the left-hand side here, hang on. I can rotate it all the way around. You can change the font, you can change the color, you can add a shadow, all kinds of things. It's a lot of fun. And then if you don't want it to be circled around, you just have to not be clicked on one of the pictures and you'll have straight text, and then you can add straight text to the image. So now I have straight text. So you can have a lot of fun with this one. I like it a lot. So that was Hammer Collage. Let me just show you a Hammer Collage. Rona Collage. Let me just show you the regular Rona. Because this one Rona has its own background. So if you want to choose your own backgrounds, or you can choose one of your pictures. So I'll just choose a picture from this morning. What I love about Rona is that it has quotes already in here for you, which is fun. So, okay, I like that picture. I can add a filter to it. If I go to the arrow, there's filters. You can change the transparency, or you can put a mask over it. So like you look like kind of whited out, and then you can put like some text on top of it. But I'm just gonna leave it as it is for right now. And then I have a T, and I have this like little star. If I click on this little star, okay, now I have all these words and stuff. Super fun. I love the quotes, or I love this one's called Insta Goals. So I'm sure you've seen people use these before if you haven't used them yourselves. So if not now, when? And then I can change the color. That does not look good. Prepare to be amazed. Okay. And you can add your own text. And another fun thing that I like about this is that they give you like 2 different fonts that go together. Because I never know like which fonts go together. So you can choose, I don't know what that is, Natalie and Tall, Dark, and Handsome. And it'll give me both of those. And now I know that those kind of go together, and I can use them both in one picture. And then when I'm finished with this image, that looks really horrible, I just go to those 3 little lines again. I just go, really quick. So if I'm working on this image here, and then I want to open it in Rona Collage or Rona Designs. Oh, I do have Rona Designs. That's where I would go do like the cutout, and then I can come back and it'll say in Rona Designs, I can do my little cutout. Let's just go over there. Oh no, I don't have it yet. That's why. Never mind. It's nice because it they all link together. So if you do open in, you can just open within all of them back and forth really easily. But then when you're finished, you just go to share. You want to save it as an Instagram photo. And save image. And now it's saved to my phone. And I can upload it to Facebook, Instagram, wherever. So those are the Rona apps. Couple others that I use are PicCollage was one that I originally used. This one, once in a while, I will still use. So I used it to make our team call photo yesterday. Another one for video is Pick, Play, Post. If you've never, there it is. This one, you can do longer video. It doesn't have to be just 15 seconds. And you can do like collages of video. And then one I just learned of that I haven't even used yet is called Snapseed. I just learned this one. It has some pretty cool like effects that you can set to the picture. So, yeah. If I go to this pencil down here, I have all these different like effects I can do. I haven't even begun to tackle them all, but there's different things that you can do. And then there's a ton of filters. So like if I chose this, one of these filters, drama, I then within drama have even more choices. So some cool filters, lots to choose from. If you're looking to really kind of edit your photos and make them look like your arm looks really good like that. Just kidding. So those are some of the apps that I use. Does anyone have any that they use that they want to share that I did not share? No? Had you used all of those before? No? I hope you learned
I
something.
use Li Pix because I'm cheap and don't buy any apps, but it's been able to. I can put a couple pictures in there,
What is
and
it?
then LIPIX,
Oh, okay.
and that's what I use for mine. And sometimes I actually do it the dorky way when I'm creating a collage. I put it in PowerPoint and save it as a picture
That works.
because then I can use word art.
Yeah, that works too. Totally. Some others that I've used. Oh yeah, I have LIPix on my phone. I've never used it though. I have PicStitch on my phone. I have InstaQuote. I have Your Moments. I have Collage. I have a lot, but the ones I shared with you are the ones that I use primarily.
How much memory do you have on your phone to be able to have all of those?
Oh, I don't know, a lot.
You must not have a 16 gig phone then.
No, I think I have the 32.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Plus, I have more iCloud storage.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I delete a lot of stuff. I now upload my photos to Amazon Photo so then I can delete them from my phone. Because they don't get deleted. They don't just sync. They actually upload. Whereas some of those sync, like my brother-in-law was trying to upload them somewhere else. And they just synced. So then when he deleted it on his phone, it deleted it where it was.
Hmm.
If you follow Sheila and Kevin, they both have been trying to figure out how to free up space on their phones. They've both been asking everybody on Facebook for their ideas. You don't want to just listen to me. I've told them. What else? Well, I hope this was helpful to you guys, at least a little bit. Oh, Font Candy, Brandy says, I want to know how you do the video clips where you make the speed change and all of that. That's iMovie, Sheila. So on your computer, you can change the speed. Again, that would be like, I could do a whole nother team call or video on iMovie. Maybe I'll just make a video for it. But you can change the speed of the video. Any other questions? Is everyone on a team cup? If not, get on wood. I think February is gonna rock. I'm really excited. I'm not traveling for a little while. I unfortunately am signed up for the cruise and can't go on the cruise, so I'm sad, and I'm gonna like stay off Facebook that week so I don't cry every day. But full-time job is keeping me here. That's okay. It'll be a good week. I'll just look forward to the next trip. So I think everyone has a team. Oh no, Jenny doesn't have a team anymore? Shoot. So if anybody else does not have a team anymore, Jenny does not. I can't talk because she's at work. Sheila says, please tell everyone that they have an awesome script to use for February's challenge group. Sheila has worked her butt off creating a new script for you guys. So for the whole team to use for any challenge group that you're running. So I'm running a February Love Yourself challenge group, and really that's kind of the focus of her script, which is pretty awesome. I'm running this group a little bit different than I have in the past, but it is going to be, the first week is going to be all personal development. I'm going to create some videos and really get people to focus on themselves and learning how to love themselves and gain confidence, and just really talking about like resilience and perseverance, and really how nutrition can help you feel better about yourself, and how exercise can help you feel better about yourself. So I'm really looking forward to kind of a new focus on my group. I just promoted it tonight. It's a little bit late, and then we'll be following the 21-day fix for the second 3 weeks of the month. So I'm looking forward to it. So I will share those videos and things that I create with you as well. Good. Sheila said, yes, that's all in my script too. Good. That's awesome. I loved how you promoted it, Amanda. Thanks, Jay. So if you don't have a challenge group planned yet for February, get on it and start planning, start inviting. I've been inviting 10 people a day. It's a lot for me, but my goals are huge. Start with 1, start with 2, start with 3, wherever you think you are. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Figure out where you are in your business, where you want to be, and what you have time for. And set a plan in place. So I set a plan that I was going to form 10 and invite 10 every day. And that's what I've been doing. So 10's been my lucky number. So we will see what happens with that. But so far so good. It's been getting me a little bit, putting myself out there a little bit more, which I need to do. So even where I'm at, there's still struggles. So I just want you guys to know that wherever you are right now, you are doing great. Just keep pushing, ask for help. That's what we as coaches are there for. So if you have questions, if you're not sure how to answer a question, answer somebody, if you're not getting a response, you're not closing the deal, message Lindsay or myself or your direct upline with screenshots of your conversation and we can try and help you. That's what we're here for. We want to work as a team and we want to be as close as possible and help each other out. So I hope that you guys understand that and know that and that we love you and we just can't wait. I hope a lot of you are coming to Coach Camp. I know you don't all live in Illinois, but if you do, I hope that to see you on February 6th. Our very own Lindsay is going to be speaking. So I know that she would love to have all of your support there. And I'm so excited to see her. So my first event was Coach Camp. Lindsay was almost like not going to coach anymore. And it jumped on board and was gung-ho and ran a challenge group by myself like the day I joined. And I was like, I want to go to this event. I want to do this and I want to do everything. And Lindsay was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to do. I'm just started. So if you have a coach like that and you just started, that's okay. They might push you. So there were times that I pushed Lindsay. And so she went to Coach Camp with me and she decided that she was going to continue to coach and look at her now. So she's now working full time. So it's pretty awesome. So Coach Camp is great. It's much different than Super Saturday. If you have not heard already, Super Saturday, is put on by corporate essentially, right? So it's a lot of like all the things that are coming up and it's kind of a promotion for like coaches that aren't people that aren't coaches yet and kind of all the success stories, which are great. And I love them and I would never miss a Super Saturday, but Coach Camp is more like a direct training. So you're going to learn specific things that you're going to be able to take back and use immediately with your business right away. So inspiring, so exciting. There's going to be some things that you're going to be like, I'm not there yet. I'm not ready for that, but listen to it anyways, because at some point you will be. So I remember Michelle, she's one of my coaches, came to Coach Camp like she had just signed up as a coach, but she wanted to come. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And she was like, the first half of the day was all very new coach things, which was really good. In the second half, she was like, I'm lost. I don't even know what diamond is, let alone how to push the diamond. So, but all of the information is helpful. And now that she is a little bit further in the business, she knows what she's talking about. So hopefully you can, if not, we will share all of our tips with you when we get back from it. So with that, it is 9:03. So we've been on about an hour. Does anyone have any questions or anything before we get off?
I do.
Yes, time to go.
Okay. So this is my first January in the business. So question. I guess maybe I thought there'd kind of be more of a surge of people wanting to get fit, and there are, but they all want to go to the gym or Orange Theory. So do you find that like February, March, they kind of fall off the gym bandwagon and then they're kind of ready to?
Good question. I would be interested to look back at my Success Club points. Well, the last 2 Februarys, we have been super lucky with autumn workouts that came out. So I would say that my last 2 Februarys have probably been my busiest. Now, whether or not that was because of the 21 Day Fix and the 21 Day Fix Extreme, that probably had a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
But it probably also had to do with people not following through with their resolutions and then being ready in February, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Because I feel like there's this lull between the holidays and people not wanting to even think about it to they just kind of like, if you don't get in that window, it's like they went out to get a gym membership and it's like they want to at least give it a shot, you know? It's kind of what I keep hitting a wall on. So
I hear you.
just
I
know
think
it's
people
normal.
still, I mean, there's going to be people that still go to the gym, and
Right.
I'm not one of them. Is there anybody here that still goes to the gym? I don't know. I know that there are coaches that do, and still successfully promote the programs and Shakeology and, you know, just the lifestyle in general, you know. So maybe if there's more of a focus on that, and, you know, I even try when people tell me, oh, I go to boot camp like I just had a girl today, I need to respond to her, but she's like, I go to boot camp 3 times a week that I love, and I want to start running again. Well, so my question to her is going to be, well, how is your nutrition? You know, what does your nutrition look like? Maybe I can help you in that area. And I would recommend the 21 Day Fix to help with that.
I feel like when I ask that question that they fall off the face of the earth. It's like, I don't know, they don't want to tell you how bad their nutrition is, or if they see where it's going. I don't know what it is, but it's like, I feel like that question for me sends them screaming for the hills. So I'm trying to find a better way to does that happen to you when you ask about their nutrition?
I didn't have that, and I actually usually ask them, what does a typical day of eating look like for you? And so they'll tell me like exactly what they eat. And then I don't like throw it in their face like, oh, well, you should be eating more vegetables.
Right.
You know, I kind of just, oh, you sound like you're doing pretty good. Maybe you could, you know, work on balancing your diet or, you know, portions, and maybe this would help you. And try and going at it that way. And for me, a lot lately has been the whole emotional thing, which is why I'm on like the love yourself thing, and just kind of helping people understand that exercise. Shalene recently did a podcast on this. It's like basically about like exercise isn't going to help you lose weight. It does, but it's because exercise makes you feel better. You have to push yourself to exercise to start with, and then it makes you feel better, and then you want to exercise, and then you want to eat better. And so exercise is all just about making you feel better. So, but yeah, I think February is going to be a better month for me, but January's also been hard because I was traveling 2 of the weeks in January, so it's been tough. Any other questions? No? Randy, I hope your daughter's doing well.
Thank you. She's getting better every day, slowly but surely. She is home. We came home last weekend.
Oh, good.
So it's been kind of ups and downs and roller coasters, but she's doing amazing, like way better than I would have ever expected. So
Good. That's awesome.
thank you for asking.
You're welcome. I will keep her in my prayers.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, everybody. It is only Monday. I am excited for the week to come, and I will talk to you all soon.
Bye. Thank you.
Welcome. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Oh, my God.